I'm going to connect some dots for you because I think we have entered the phase that everyone has been warning about, the most dangerous phase of authoritarian power consolidation, the phase where the tyrant in power actively arrests his political enemies and actively puts down dissent with an iron fist. September 22nd, they designated Antifa or anti-fascist as a domestic terrorist threat. September 25th, they put out a national security memo directing the FBI Joint Terrorism Task Force to investigate individuals and groups that could foment political violence before they commit violence, before thought crime, and the indicators are anti-Americanism, anti-capitalism, anti-Christianity, extremism on migration, race, or gender, hostility towards those who hold traditional American values on family, religion, and morality. On the 27th, Trump announces he is sending military troops to Portland, Oregon, and authorizes full force, aka authorizes the military to kill civilians. And then on Tuesday, September 30th, Hegseth has ordered all top military officials, all the generals, all the admirals, to meet in Quantico, Virginia. So real flurry of activity. This is the Heritage Foundation Project 2025 taking advantage of the shock, the anger that came out after Charlie Kirk's murder. Just like how after 9/11 we got the Patriot Act when people were still angry and shocked and afraid. So now the regime has labeled a broad group of Americans, basically anyone protesting against the regime, against ICE, as domestic terrorists. They're deploying the military, they're deploying the Joint Terrorism Task Forces against these domestic terrorists, and they've given the military full force, authorization of full force. This is the weaponization of our government against our own citizens laid out in the open. Look what they just did to Comey. They indicted him because Trump wants him indicted, not because he committed a crime. Because why would you need all of the top generals and admirals to go physically to Quantico? I think it's because the regime knows they're about to do some really unconstitutional shit that is not going to sit well with top military leaders, and they want these leaders away from their commands, away from their subordinates who would probably have more loyalty to their commanding general than to the president. Because why else would you physically pull all of these top commanders away? That makes no sense. Unless you know you're about to do some truly unconstitutional, heinous bullshit that most Americans wouldn't stand for, like arresting protesters and charging them as terrorists, like arresting all of your political enemies, like deploying the military to U.S. cities and giving them full authorization to use their weapons of war against U.S. civilians. My advice for people in Portland and Chicago where these troops are going to be deployed, just go protest somewhere else. Don't confront the U.S. military head on. Don't give them the headlines that they want. When they show up, you just leave, go somewhere else. Stay peaceful. Don't give them the inciting event that they're looking for.